That's the music of Keali'i Reichel here on Kapa, your home for Hawaii's music. Yep, he is our special guest this morning on the Kapa Cafe, courtesy of our friends at Kona Grill House, formerly Sun-Dried Specialties, celebrating their relaunch party on February the 2nd. Call 323-3512 for details on the party and, of course, for takeout orders. All right, let's get our special guest on the phone.
Good morning, aloha.
Aloha, kakahiya ka.
I know it's early. Kalamay.
Get your galagalas out.
No ways, I'm going to keep them in. It's real.
Oh, thank you for making time for us today.
Oh, no, mahalo. It's been a while, so
Right.
I figured, just drag the old man out of his cave.
We were giggling the other day, talking story, going, gosh, when was the last time we talked to you? We were talking about the last time you actually performed in Kona or for this event. You never performed, yeah, for the Aha Aloha Olalo. This is the first time.
Yeah, this is the first time. So we're excited to do that because, we like kako'o in any way we can.
Right.
And I was going to ask you, a long time ago, when did your Olalo Hawaii journey start?
Oh, God. Back in the dark ages. When we used,
With the dinosaurs.
when we used chalkboard. You guys know what is that? Chalkboard, huh?
Yes. Wow.
It started in 1983, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, no, say wow.
was it like, because it was, a lot of us were either born in the hale and you had that around you. Hula was a big part of it. But when did it become, something where you was like, oh my gosh, this is it?
Probably when I was like 15 or 16.
Mm-hmm.
That was back in the 70s. And stuff. So it was just actually what really started the ball rolling was I don't know how many schools still do it, but I was influenced by May Day. Because we used to have May Day programs every year in grade school, and I remember my first chant that I learned was Emanono, and I don't know, something would just click.
Wow.
In my brain, and it was just there's no rhyme or reason, it just is and stuff. And then I was such a junk dancer that my family was like, oh, your uwehes are funky and and stuff like that. And so I was like, oh, I don't like dance now. And then so I didn't, and then it wasn't until I was about 15 or 16 that I was in high school, and then that's when my real hula journey started and stuff. Yeah. So
when I know that you've had some part in the Punanaleo preschool program in your career as well.
Yeah, we started Punanaleo back in 1984, I think.
In Maui.
Yeah, on Maui.
Wow.
And we were the first founding teachers and stuff, and my family was funny because children are not my favorite. Well, back then, now not too bad because I've mellowed in my dotage.
Yeah.
But so my family said, we give you 2 weeks.
Wow.
And so I lasted 2 years.
Wow.
So yeah, it was at the beginnings of Punanaleo, yeah. So we had no books, so it was those days when we would have
cut and paste.
We'd have to cover all the take the English book and cover with masking tape.
I remember that.
Yeah, and make our own library.
And today, but Punanaleo Maui, they have a huge school. I mean, they are so established. I trip.
Yeah, I move in and out every once in a blue moon, every few years and stuff. We do we do their fundraiser and stuff like that, and it's amazing to see not only the progress, but just the sheer amount of kako'o from the community.
Yeah,
and I think that's true of every Punanaleo.
Yeah,
the families that are in are committed.
Yeah.
On every level. Really.
Yeah. We have we're excited because I know you're coming, but we have our last of the posse He's in Punanaleo. And this is Jazz's first experience as a Punanaleo parent.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
So I live there.
Yeah. Ow.
You know, it's so funny though, you know, because we talk about it. He goes, you know, this is the only school I know that the parents actually got to clean. We got to clean this. We got to do this. We got to go class. I say, brah, this is your investment to your child,
Right,
you know?
right.
Yeah. That's and I think it was like that from the inception.
Yeah.
To make it, you know, a little bit more easy financially on the parents and the ohana, so that, you know, and it also makes, you know, you invest.
Yeah.
You invest your time and your mana and your energy and your pu'uai and your na'au and everything when it's presented like that.
Yeah, you know, and we actually had another opportunity for him to attend another school, and when we got it, we were like, and then I was like, you know what? If no more the
Olalo
foundation,
Hawaii, yeah.
if no more the Olalo Hawaii Foundation, I don't care what school it is, he's got to go to he's going Punana. Yeah,
It's just a different vibe for real.
Yeah.
It's a different vibe. And you know, we're grateful that you're coming to support.
Oh no, you know, I'm just stoked that I was asked and that, you know, the calendar was like, oh, I get one free day.
Yay!
Hey, we're also talking off air about, because it took your last album. There was a 10-year gap between your around that.
Yeah, it was about 10 years. I don't count the Christmas album.
So how long we gotta wait for the next one? How long we waiting for the next
You know,
one?
I did that to satisfy, you know, ohana. Oh God, I don't know all the words to all the Christmas songs. I only know the first line. You know, Silent Night, Holy Night, and what is the next line? What? And stuff. So I don't count that one, but yeah, it was about 10 years in between. You know, and it was just because, you know, that's just how I kind of work.
Yeah, is there a new one in the works?
No,
not yet. The other question was your first CD, one of the first CDs in Hawaii to go gold, and I was thinking, I said, it's been a while now. That bugger has to have gone platinum already, huh?
Oh, I don't know. I don't keep track of stuff like that.
I'm sure it has, though.
I have no idea, and stuff. You know, and I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. But I know that this year, 2019, is the 25th anniversary of Keali'i Reichel.
Wow.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Now I can say wow.
Yeah, you know that wow came again. No, and if you call me uncle, I'm gonna lick you.
No. I am
my
only
gosh.
a couple years younger than
Bruh.
you.
Oh my gosh, we just had this conversation of what is the age? Like, what is the appropriate age when you should be called uncle?
Well, it's not so much the age; it's who calling you uncle. Yeah, if you're like 2 years below me, no, call me uncle.
Right.
I'm gonna whack you. You know, and stuff. And then, you know, if you're a toddler. Or
right.
And
you know, the
at
age of
least
5.
at least 2 or 3 generations between us, then you can call me uncle, okay?
Oh, too funny.
You know, well, one of the things we wanted to thank you for, of course, was for Mele.com as well. It's our go-to over here for music, and whenever people are like, where we get this, we're like, hello,
But
Mele.com.
Keali'i, check this out. Did you ever think, like, I think, you know, if you look back 20 years ago and how we could go get music, and then 10 years ago, how we could go get music, or we could order music, or even go in and purchase something, and we don't have that.
Yeah, you know, I think I'm schmucking old. You know, I'm thankful for the digital age, because in one way it's a little bit more convenient, but you know, I miss, you know, going to Borders.
Yes.
Right.
And actually looking through the aisles and picking up the CD. And then when you buy the CD, you know, you had that whole ritual of sitting down, opening the booklet, putting the CD in, and listening to them, and being taken on a journey from beginning to end. Because, you know, oftentimes when we create an album, you know, we pick and choose for a reason the first song, the middle song, and the last song, and everything in between, so that, you know, there's a story to be told in the kaina of that particular album, and that's what's hard today, and almost non-existent actually, except if you buy a CD from like Melly.com. People now just buy a single.
Yeah.
I'm actually disappointed when artists send us MP3s, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna send hard copies? They're like, oh, sorry, we no
doing hard
more.
copies.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and it's just the way how it's moved, and stuff like that. So that's the only mina thing that that's kind of hard, because you cannot tell the full story of what you're trying to say, because that's what we're really doing. We're expressing ourselves not just through one song, but through a whole bunch of songs that take you on a journey. And so, it's more kind of hard like that.
And not to mention, we cannot do the thing where you put your album cover up to one half of your face.
That was the most strangest thing ever.
I took my picture.
Oh my gosh, that went crazy.
That was
viral.
crazy.
That was interesting. But getting back to the uncle thing, so I go Starbucks plenty, because I travel and things like that. And so, Keali'i, they cannot spell them.
Yeah,
Right,
Kelly.
I get Kali, Kuni, Kili, Kali, all that kind of stuff. And then so, and I'm not going to use my English name. I tried, and not even that.
Oh my
came out
gosh.
good. So I just started using Uncle.
Ah.
At Starbucks.
Yeah, at Starbucks. and so, a lot of them giggle and stuff like that. But I remember one Starbucks, I said Uncle, and it was packed. The place was packed. And then, so I was waiting, and then I hear somebody go, Twinkle? Twinkle? and everybody was looking, who the hell is Twinkle? And stuff. So I was like, oh man. So I put my shoulders, I head down, and I would do the walk of shame. People go get mad. So yeah. So it has its good and bad.
Oh my gosh. Okay, one last question.
Sure.
And this is super ni ele right now. So we decided to do. We just gonna be ni ele.
Yeah, and that's why they made the word.
Merry Monarch 2019. Where are you?
Where am I?
Are you on the stage? Are you
I'm
sitting
judging this year.
Judging.
Oh, yay. Congratulations. I thought you said you was never going to do that again.
Well, it's one of those that's really hard. It's really, really hard because, with the panel of judges and, collectively and individually, we bring to the table, what we know, and sometimes what we don't know, and it, and these are friends and colleagues, and it's a hard thing. It's a really hard thing, and then you gotta watch yourself because after every performance, all 5,000 eyes looking at you,
right?
And they're trying to see any tick, if the lip go up, if the head tilt, if the eyes.
So how much pa'akai do you bring with you?
Yeah, I do. I put him in my beverages.
You have to.
Yeah. And it's not so much from the kumuhula. All of the supporters of each halal, they're very passionate. And sometimes that passion can be like bow and arrow, kind of stuff. So yeah, I put a little pu'olo pa'akai in my beverages. A fresh one every night. Just to be, it's like Wonder Woman bracelet.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
Yeah, and stuff. And it's just how it is. The passion is good. So, we just got to learn how to redirect that passion.
All right, Keali'i. Thank you so much for making time. And this Saturday, you'll be performing in Kona. We've been getting a lot of messages, text messages, Facebook messages. We hear Keali'i is coming. He's coming. All of your extended fan base.
Oh, yeah. Oh, them guys.
Yeah, them guys. Yeah. And
because the Hobbit hardly come out of the Shire yet. So, I'm part Hobbit, part Fraggle.
Hashtag Twinkle.
So, I cannot win, I tell you.
Thank you so much, Keali'i. We'll see you this Saturday.
Ay, mahalo ya oko.
Aloha.
Aloha no.